Hey guys, what is up? It is Stoidle245 here, and I'm bringing you another MX vs ATV Alive gameplay on the track Sanko Speedway, and this is with a 450F that is 1-star modified. And the difficulty is not that high on this race. That's not really what I was going for. I did this race to show you guys another one of the tracks that I haven't raced on yet and put online here. And this was only like my second race on this track, so I'm not the best at it, but you'll get to see 5 laps around it and see the layout, and I don't know. And while this is going, I was just gonna kind of tell you, so far I've played this game a lot now. I'm like a level 40 or 41, and I have a maxed out, both 125s are maxed out, one of the 250Fs and one of the 450s. So I've got the fastest bikes. But I wanted to tell you at this point what I think. And I like the game. I like the way the controls are. They're less touchy than Reflex. Reflex, if you made just a little mistake, you'd fly off the track. And I mean, you can still, if you make a mistake, you can end up off the track, but it's a little bit more forgiving this time around. And I think that makes it, I think that'll actually help the game out. I think more people will like it this way. I do. I think it's a lot of fun. And I really like the rider skills. As you level your rider up, and for those of you who don't know, you end up unlocking skills. Like there's one to, you get up quicker, so if you crash you can get back into the race sooner. There's one that makes it easier, like when you're running into people, it makes it so you win the bar bangs easier. There's one that helps your start, it makes you jump off the line at the start of the race. These are just some examples of them, there's a bunch of them. Oh, more XP, so when you do a race you get more rider experience at the end. These are just a few of them. And I like that idea, I thought that was pretty neat. You know, you get to pick 2 of the ones that you have unlocked. And so I think that's pretty cool. Another thing I like is like the difficulties. Rookie, or the very lowest difficulty I haven't raced on, but even this, I think this is amateur. And this isn't that difficult. Like the rider's speed really isn't that bad. And as you see here, James is way out front, in front of all the other competitors. And that doesn't happen until you reach level 25. You never race against him until then. And then he always gets a good start and is usually at the very front early. So it makes the races a little bit tougher, but still on amateur difficulty he's not that fast. But then as you go up, it can get very difficult. The All-Star, I think it's Pro, and then, oh no, All Time is the hardest. And that one, that's pretty difficult, some of the races. I'm thinking my next video of a different track I'm going to do on All-Star difficulty, or All Time, and I'll be able to show that to you guys. Okay, back to the game a little bit more. The one thing that I really don't like is the limited amount of content. There are only 2 bikes available for each size right now. You've got the Blaze and like the Takeshi, or it's something like some strange name like that. And that's it for 125, 250F, and 450. And you know, that's just not, I don't know, it's not enough. I would like to actually have the real factory brands, which I know you're going to be able to get them in a DLC, but then like you're paying like $3 or something for each bike. I mean, that's just, I don't know, I don't really care for that. In the tracks, I think they're going to charge like $5 a track, which, you know, I'll end up getting them. It's really not that bad, but I do think that's a little too much money to be charging for each track. I think it should be like $2 or $3 a track, and maybe, I don't know, $1 for a bike, something like that. I don't know, that would make more sense to me. But they, you know, I know they do have some of the downloadable content available. On PS3 you can't get it because the PlayStation Store is still not available for use. They got the online gameplay going, so you can play like any of your online games, but you can't use the store. So I can't get the Stewart compound, I can't buy any of the bikes that are already released, and I'm not sure if there's any other tracks out or not. I checked the other day and there wasn't, so I don't think there will be for another week or so. But this game desperately needs some more content. I don't know, and I wish there were Supercross. Like, there's only one Supercross style track. It's on the short tracks, and I mean, it's fun, but I want Supercross where there's no crossing, like in the track where you can run into each other going opposite directions. And I don't know, it'd be kind of nice if they included a Supercross series or Supercross races. And it would also be neat if they could find a way to implement like a series. Like, even Reflex didn't have that, but going back to Untamed, where they actually had, like, you'd start the championship and then go through, and I like that because that's more real. I mean, that's like at the professional level, that's how motocross and supercross works. I mean, you go for a championship, points are, you know, kept, and whoever wins wins with the most points. I mean, it would be nice if they would actually be able to put something like that in. At this point, since they've already released the game without it, I don't know that they can. It would be kind of neat, but I don't know, hopefully they'll get that fixed for their next game. Some other kinds of things I'd like besides just Supercross, I was thinking maybe like Endurocross. You know, like in the stadiums where they've got like the water pits and the logs and rocks and like all the crazy terrain you have to go over. Like the stadium kind though, that would be pretty neat. I think those would be kind of fun to try. They wouldn't need a whole bunch of them, maybe 2 or 3 at the most. I think that'd be pretty cool. Just throw something a little different in there. And another thing, I wish you could practice on the tracks without racing. Like, the other day I was just going on here trying to see what lap times I could get, you know, on different tracks. I was, you know, someone, Best of Nations I believe it is, beat some of my track times, and so I was trying to beat his, and like, you have to do a race. You can't just go in and do like a time trial kind of a thing and just do lap after lap without competition. And I kind of wish you could. That'd be kind of nice if in like free ride you could actually go to each of the tracks. I think that's something they should do too. They wouldn't have to put any of the challenges in free ride for these tracks, or just do like a time trial kind of thing, but I don't know, I think that'd be nice, because I'd like to do that. If, you know, I'm trying to get used to a track instead of racing on it and having to worry about the other people around and how I'm doing, just to be able to go, and if you screw a section up, turn around, go back and try it again. I mean, I think that would be nice. But that's what I think of the game so far, and what I think they should include, if they like, with their downloadable content, if possible. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm enjoying the game, and I'm definitely going to be bringing more of this content for you guys. So please rate, comment, and subscribe, and you guys have a good one.